Lawmakers are not going home yet. It was supposed to be the final hurdle of the Idaho legislative session, but it fails. We go right to tonight's big story with today's 6 on your side.
In a historic move, Idaho lawmakers reject an education budget, and budget writers are calling the move a first for the state.
And now it's back to the drawing board. Mike Sharp has all the details of what comes next from inside the State House.
What happens now? That's the big question floating around the State House after the budget for Idaho's public schools failed in the Senate on a 17-18 vote. One side says the problems will be solved quickly, but the other side says that may not be true. These packing boxes loaded up outside the offices of state lawmakers can wait. With the failure of the education budget, the legislators could be using their desks a while longer, all because of a disagreement about how the budget was finalized earlier in the session.
Where I believe the senators resisted was on the process and how it was put in place and the specifics of how the money is to be administered.
Now people are asking, how much longer will the session go? Opponents of the original budget say they've got their secondary plan already written.
We've got those already on the table. We'll be able to process those, I think, in short order, come to agreement. This won't take too long.
But the man who stood behind the failed budget says it's not going to be that easy for those who killed the bill.
The amendment is written, but again, that's assuming we're just acquiescing to their point of view. That's not going to happen.
Cameron, who chairs the Joint Finance Appropriations Committee for the Senate, says the time to reconvene the committee and start debating changes could mean a while before lawmakers can start their packing.
I really believe it's at least another week to 10 days if you go through the normal process.
Fulcher disagrees. He says the senators will be able to come together on a new budget quickly.
We're in the sausage making process, but it's the best process that we have. And by the time we all leave here, the majority of us will agree.
But Cameron says just because proponents of the budget failed doesn't mean they'll be rolling over just so they can go home.
We're kind of at an impasse here. And if the other side thinks that we're just going to acquiesce to their ideas, I think they got another thing coming.
Cameron tells me he expects to meet with State House leaders on Thursday to create a new plan for a new budget. And JFAC will likely reconvene on Friday to start that process. Live in studio, I'm Mike Sharp. Today's 6 on your side.